And welcome to the show. It is me, your girl Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee, and
You have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast.
listen, my boss, which is my daughter, she was like, "Don't you gotta?" I was talking to my mom. I kind of got caught up in talking to my mom and sister, and my boss, my daughter, was like, "Don't you have a podcast?" I mean, she said it real aggressively, and I was like, "Huh? Okay, I'm going to work." So, welcome to the show, my ambitious ones. My daughter, as you can see, does not play about this podcast. Period. It is Wet and Wired Wednesday. It is Wet and Wired Wednesday. I haven't done a Wet and Wired Wednesday in so long. Um, Only because I've been trying to handle my business. I have other business that is very much a part of what I have going on in this world right now. And so and then some other things, which we'll get into that in a few seconds. Know that a couple of things. My boss, she is my boss, y'all. She is my boss. Like real talk, that is my boss. Don't you have a podcast, dude? My boss was not playing with me tonight. She's like, "What are you doing?" But first things first, the phone line is open. Um, it's open. It's always open. Hold on, let me make sure that it's open real quick. Because my boss is not playing with me tonight. All right, so the phone line is open, 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. That is the phone line. You can call in. I will answer. I will put you on you will be on the show. You can ask me to drop a link. I will. Or you could drop a comment and I will show love to you as well. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Any like, any share, any subscription, we appreciate it over here. My boss, she definitely appreciates it as well. My boss is not playing with me. She is really bossed up on me tonight. I don't know what to do because she totally bossed up on me tonight. I don't know. But anyway. It's Wet and Wired Wednesday. Before I get started, because I have some things to talk about this evening. Personal accountability. I'm accountable for the things that I do. So we're going to talk about some of those things too. But before I get into it, I'll be right back. Hold on.
What's good, my ambitious ones? I am here because Savage Fenty is offering up something extraordinary. You get 2 for $29 bras and 50% off other items for new VIP members. You heard me. 2 bras for $29 plus 50% off of other items for new VIP memberships. I mean, you can't beat that.
Okay, I'm back. Listen, so my boss is not playing with me. She started out as my stylist. She approves anything that I wear before I wear it, and her whole thing is she wants me to be completely cute, not top cute. Listen, my boss. My boss is my daughter. This is what it is. And so she was not playing tonight. She was like, "Yeah, don't you have a podcast?" And I was like, "I'm a little late." So I'm a little late today. And she was not playing. Shout out to LSU champions. It's a lot that happened with them and that's going on with them right now. There is a young lady. She's a dope ass MC. I want to play her music, but I will not because I don't want to get in trouble. But she is fire. She is all the way fire. And so big shout out to her. So if you don't know, tonight is about the house that Cat built. This is the house of Cat. This is the house that Cat built. This is my empire. And the reason why we're talking about the house that Cat built, because one thing that we do over here is take accountability. And this is one of those moments that I have to take accountability for some of my actions. It is what it is, and so I'm going to talk about it tonight. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into my shenanigans and my bullshit. So, a situation happened. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. This is the house that Cat built. And the only way that we are able to keep this empire going is by honesty, by accountability, by all of these things. So, in order for me to build my empire, I have to be completely honest. I've been dealing with some things. I have. And then I took myself out of the situation. In some kind of way, I keep getting drawn back into the situation. So I'm going to talk about the things that I've done. Hold on. I'm going to talk about the things that I've done during this situation. I'm not going to talk well, I have to talk about others because everything leads up to everything. So there are some behaviors that I'm not very proud of. I'm not proud of them because they are the actions that I would have maintained or orchestrated when I was much younger, but I got kind of sucked into a situation that was not a situation that I would have particularly put myself in, but once I was in it, I was in it. Here's the thing. There are some things, again, accountability. There are some things that with me, that people need to understand. There's a saying, I've been saying this for years now, and I think if you have been listening to this podcast, you know, there's one thing that I always say, don't break the glass. You know, when you go into a situation like trains, buses, buildings, there's this glass that's over top of a button, and it say don't break the glass unless it's an emergency, and then don't push the button unless it is an emergency. So the glass was broken, and it's a moth flying around in here, y'all. But don't break the glass and don't push the button. This is always what I say. And I say this for a reason. I say this thing because I know who I am. I'm not very much embedded into people's drama, but when people bring me into the drama, it's like I almost get trapped into it without wanting to be. I hate to say that I'm crazy because I'm not crazy. I'm very protective over my kingdom. Because remember, this is the house that Cat built. So when you come into my fortitude, when you come into my fortress, it's always going to be some kind of, it's always going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight because I don't play about nothing that belongs to me. My kid, my money, my family, my relationship. I just don't. I don't play when it comes to those things. And so this particular situation, I got pulled in because it did pull in my relationship, and it kind of pulled in my kid, because you don't get to talk about my kid and not have me wanting to punch you in the face. She is not yours to play with ever. She is mine, and I protect her. I am her protector. I will forever be her protector. I am a lioness, and that is my lion cub. So in this particular situation, I felt like I kind of got pulled into the situation, and I couldn't bring myself out of it. I could not bring myself out of it because it was my cub. Once you mention my cub, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's a freaking problem. My cub is well taken care of. She's very much a princess. So she's a lioness in training. And you play with her, you play with me. And you play with her, you want me to come for your head. It's like protect your neck, dude. Like, don't play with her. So it was a situation where although I had took myself out of it and I kind of like I was in the state of being like, all right, you know what? It is what it is. And it's just going to be what it is. This particular person, I'm not going to say her name in this podcast today, but just know that, just know that this is the house that Kat built. And you don't play with her cub at all. And so my cub was mentioned. And so for this particular reason, we got beef forever, because you brought my kid into something that had nothing to do with her. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. Let me take this off the screen. It's not her fault that her mother fell in love. It's not her fault that her mother is in the situation. But once you bring my kid into the situation, it's a problem. So I'm going to take accountability today. I take accountability in the situation that is this. I could have let the situation die. I could have very much just ignored everything about the situation, but it's very much impossible when my kid is involved. When you start talking shit about my kid, there's always going to be a problem. And it's not that I have a problem because my kid is not taken care of. The problem is that that's my kid. I've been fighting for her whole life. I almost went to jail in North Carolina behind my kid. It's just, and she was like, I want to say she was like 1 or 2. She was like 2. She was like 2 years old. And some broad said something about her. And we were in, I think it was Macy's or something. No, we were in Belks because it's North Carolina. So we were in Belks and some broad said something and I was ready. It was go time for me. I just don't play about my kid. So this particular situation, I'm taking accountability for me trolling because I'm definitely trolling at this point. Because you play with my kid. It's very personal at this point. So I'm trolling. I am. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing what I do. And it because you mentioned my kid as if she's something to play with, it's forever, bitch. It's forever. And I didn't want to cuss on the here, but I'm cussing it today. It's forever. You play with her, you play with me. Is no reason, and I understand. Here's what I understand. I understand that, you know, some people that don't have children do not understand how severe and how people with children don't play about their kids. So I get it. You don't have a kid. But you mentioned my kid like you wanted to smoke. So it's all smoke at this point. So it's very much all smoke. But I take accountability because I've been going back and forth with you for the last couple of months. It's not my fault, though, that we fell in love with the same person. It's not my fault. But what I will say is this. There's a couple of things I have to say in my accountability. My accountability is me being me trolling. I have been trolling. I've been doing things that I probably should. Nah, fuck that. I should be doing them because I didn't mess with this person first. I did not attack this person. You're mad. You're angry because it is what it is, baby. But once you bring my daughter into it, it's for life, bitch. It's for life. So yeah, It is what it is. And if I ever see you, know that it's on site and I want all the smoke. I have no problems with bringing the ruckus because it's just what it is. You just don't play with my baby. Me, I don't give a fuck what you say about me, but my kid is all day. It's like all fucking day. So it's for life. But I will say that I don't have to troll you. I don't have to do the things that I'm doing right now, but I'm doing them for a reason because you brought my kid into the situation and she had nothing to do with the situation. It's always going to be a problem with me and you because you brought my fucking kid into the situation. A princess. She's very much a princess. She owns property. You don't know that. She has account set up for her. You don't know that. She's a very well taken care of kid. But that's not it. It's just that you brought her, you spoke her out of your mouth. And that's always going to be a problem with me. You try to put her in a place that she's not in. You try to put her in a place that you're in, and she's not in that place. Definitely not. She's very much a princess. Know that, bitch. But I said this is about accountability, so I don't have to be a troll, but I'm being a troll right now. I don't have to be out here living the life that I'm living at this particular moment, but I want to live that life. I'm taking accountability. I want all of the smoke. I do. So anyway, I'm 43 years old. Great body. My kid is healthy. She's very much well taken care of. I feel good at 43. My age is not a problem for me. Not a problem for me at all. I have people that rock with me, young, old. There's people that rock with me, so I don't feel no kind of way about that. I do feel some kind of way about me having to step back into my teens, because it's not even my 20s. My teens. I feel bad about me having to step back into my teens because that's not a place that I want to be. I've evolved so much. I've grown so much. I own a couple of businesses and I work a job, and I don't feel no kind of way about that. I'm okay with that. But I do take accountability in me behaving in the manner in which I am currently behaving. I do. I don't like that that's a place that I'm in. That's not a place that I should be. So I do take accountability for that. I very much do. That's not what I should be doing. But happenstance. I am not the type of person that is bullied by anybody. I'm not. I will fight anybody, and I'm a lover first. I'm very much a lover. I'm a lover. That's the Libra in me. I'm a lover, but when you bring me to that point, it's just like, oh my gosh. And so I'm taking accountability today. There are some things that we should not be doing in our 40s that I have been doing lately, like engaging with children. I should not be doing that. I should not be engaging with children, but I have been. I should not accountability let anybody make me feel any kind of way about my lifestyle and the way that I live, because I'm living at this point, and this is accountability. At this point in my life, I'm living a very productive and prosperous and honorable lifestyle. And I feel like because I keep engaging in this situation, that I'm not doing my best at those particular things. And I should not be living like this, but I am, and I have been. And so I'm taking accountability. But in me taking that accountability, don't ever get it twisted. I will I cannot even play the song right now, but I'm a fucking animal and a lion to be. I'm a lion to be specific. So let me just.
You have now tuned into Ambitiously the podcast.
You know what you tuned into, but let me just do this real quick. Don't play with my cub ever in your life. Playing with my cub will have you. I gotta just deal with my. Listen, but I'm not supposed to be doing what I've been doing. So I'm taking accountability for that. I'm a grown ass fucking woman. And there are some things that I have been doing that I'm not very particularly proud of. But I have my breaking points. I have my points where it's just like, oh, stop playing with mine. Don't play with me or mine. And so I needed to talk about it. And I felt like this Wet and Wired Wednesday, and I know usually I talk about certain other things, but I just wanted to talk about my life really quickly. I'm trying to be a better me. Stop bringing the old me into the me now, because I'm different. I don't bother nobody. I really don't bother anybody. I am cool with my lifestyle of being a mom, and before this situation, being a wife, and a bonus mom. I've been very good at that, and I've been very happy in those particular situations. But I do have my breaking points. And I do have those moments where I want to go ham, and I don't want to do that right now. So stop playing with me. So accountability. I fell in love with a man. It took me a couple of years to fall in. It didn't take me. It took me a couple of years to start dealing with this man. I started dealing with this man. And then I fell in love with this man. And I don't feel any kind of way about falling in love with this man. Despite this bullshit, he's a good dude. He's good. He's a good father. He's amazing. You feel me? So I don't feel no kind of way about falling in love with him. I fell in love with this man. And for years, I've been in love with this man. And I'm still in love with this man. But some things happened. They happened. And then the melee of them happening, there was somebody who tried to disturb my peace. And me, being the person that I am, I don't really like people disturbing my peace. Whatever you have going on in that situation, you should deal, because that's how, even in the situation, I dealt with that person. I didn't deal with the other person, because I'm not blaming the other person for how the person that I'm dealing with is feeling. You feel me? That's just what we deal with. That's life. But again, I didn't have to engage in the situation, and I did. And so because I did, I'm taking accountability for it, because I did, and I am, because I'm still in it. I'm taking accountability for it. And there are some things, once we become adults, there are some things that we really kind of have to grasp onto, and just know that some things are our fault too. I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with because I engaged in the situation instead of just letting it ride. You feel me? But that's on me. And I'm very much prepared to deal with whatever I'm dealing with. But I will say I never start shit. I like to finish it though. But I never start. And so it is what it is. But I want to be a better me. So taking accountability in all things that are happening within my lifestyle, whatever I'm dealing with, I want to be a better me, and I want to not behave in that particular way. The problem is that even when I take myself out of it, the person keeps trying to bring me into it. So as long as that person brings me into it, I will be dealing with the situation, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to ever be the person that starts the shit. I'm just always going to be the person that finishes the shit. That's just what it is. But I'm going to get better. And I encourage us all to be better and live a better lifestyle and not indulge in the bullshit. I think that means the most to me, is just me being a better person. So I'm working on me. It's all about evolution. I encourage you all, my ambitious ones, to always evolve and then just move differently. And then especially if you're in my age bracket, especially if you're in your late 30s, and even if you're in your early 30s, there's some things that you just got to grow the fuck up. And so I'm not very proud of myself about how I've been handling this situation. I'm not proud of myself at all. I could be a way better person. And I'm going to continue to try to be a better person. But we don't have to be, especially in our age bracket, we don't have to act like immature adults. We don't have to engage in behavior that's not becoming of us. Like, sometimes we get beside ourselves. So this is where I'm at right now in my life. I'm just trying to be a better me. And, I hope that you guys are trying to be a better you. Let me show some love. Anybody that's watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, big love to you. I appreciate you. But because I know you're watching, these are the things that I want to say to you. Hold on, because there's some things missing. Try to be a better us. Try to evolve. Try to not engage in the young ass activity. Just try to be better, y'all. Like, it's all about peace. It's all about peace. And I do this just to remember where I'm going from, like where I'm coming from. But it's all about peace. And so tonight's show, because this is the first show, Wet and Wired Wednesday, I've done in a while, I wanted to talk about this and how I could behave better, because I can't talk to y'all and I can't tell y'all things and I can't give you, I don't give advice. So I can't give you the tools that I'm working from without being better. Like, I can't do that without being the best me. So this is my happenstance. This is where I stand from right now. Leave my baby out of it and we cool, because if you bring my baby into it, I'm ripping your fucking head off. But leave my baby out of it and everything's cool. I'm going to work on being a better me. I'm going to work on, the way I deal with things, because that's what I should be doing at this point. And you should be too. And so I encourage you to just make sure that, we're adults at this point. We should be moving in the whole, and we are not in control of how other people move or how other people do things, but we are in control of the things that we do and how we move and the things that we do. And I'm not very proud of the things that I've been doing lately, but it's just, when it comes to my kid, like anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. So don't play with her. Come for me. Don't come for her ever in your life. come for me. I'm okay with you coming for me. I don't feel no kind of way. I'm not angry about how you feel about me. It's her. You can't come for her. That's always, and I don't feel like anybody's children, but I feel like people without children don't understand that at all. Like, children should never be a part of the equation. And when you bring the children in, it's just like no holds barred. It really is. So leave my baby out of it. But and she's well off. She's very well. She's more taken care of than I am. It's just what it is. So that's that. My baby is good. I want to say this. We are on our way to 10,000. There was a point in time where I was just getting to 1,000, and one of the people a part of this equation was just telling me not too long ago, like, I remember when you were saying, like, I just want to get to 1,000. I'm almost at 10,000, and it's still trickling because 10,000 is here, but then from there we're gonna go. The sky's the limit. So yeah, we're on our way to 10,000, and I'm very proud. I'm very grateful to those who watch this podcast, but more specifically those who listen to this podcast, because that's where the 10,000 comes into effect. I do have a few things that's lined up in the workings, some interviews. I just haven't put it together yet because I just want to make sure and like I said, I've been dealing with some things. Work, because I did start, since we're talking about it, I did start a new job. I do sell life insurance now, and I'm okay with selling life insurance. It's a stack per policy, so what are we really complaining about here? Nothing. Not a damn thing. I don't have no beef with the money that I'm making right now, and that's my side hustle. That's not even my main hustle. And then it's the podcast, because I'm trying to make sure other things are working out. And then the marketing agency, we're getting back into the nitty-gritty of that because the coronavirus kind of hit us hard when it came to that, but we're working on that as well. So there are a lot of things that Mama is working on right now, but I'm just grateful for the opportunity to do all of the things that I'm doing right now. It's what it is. I'm very proud of the things that I'm doing right now. I'm working very hard. So this week, I'm happy that we are getting into the Wet and Wired Wednesday. I'm happy that we are focused, and this is what this Wet and Wired Wednesday is all about, is just being focused and making sure that our family is taken care of. You cannot build an empire when you are not doing the things that you're supposed to do to build the empire. So it is what it is, and I'm very happy and very focused about those things. And I'm even dealing with, like my theme song said, shit's heavy, but I carry it with ease. I'm working. So yeah, that's that. What else do we have to say? What time is it? I gotta give love to my peoples real quick. On Monday, I told you guys that we had a new country that was a part of the equation that, oh no, I'm sorry if y'all heard that. A new country that's a part of the equation. This is part of the building up to the 10,000, and so I'm very proud. So I want to give love to the people that I show love to. But before I show that love, the thing that I want to say is we have to evolve, and we gotta let go of some things. Sometimes we gotta let go of things. It's just what it is. We just gotta let go of it, and it's okay. Some things we let go of in certain aspects, but that's part of our lives, and that's cool too. So it is what it is. But what I'm never ever going to let go of is my listening audience. I love you guys so much. Oh my gosh, you guys are so amazing. So let me show love. The United States, France, Germany, India, Belgium, and the UK. My top 6. I love you guys so much. Thank you for making sure you come in. And I hope that this was actually a podcast where you guys understood me as a person and where I come from and what I believe in. And I believe in just evolving. So big love to them, and they are part of my evolution. So big love to them. Know that I don't love any of you any less. It's just more so about they download the most, and that's why I always shout them out first. Brazil, I love you. Netherlands, I love you. Singapore, I love you. And some more people, so I'm gonna set that right there. I love you. South Africa, I love you. Spain, I love you. Philippines, I love you. Australia, I love you. Japan, I love you. Mexico, I love you. Ireland, I love you. Nepal, I love you. Mauritius, I love you. Israel, I love you. Canada, I love you. Hong Kong, I love you. I'm not done, baby. I'm not done. Russia, big shout out to you. I love you. China, I love you. Poland, Tunisia, and Venezuela, baby, I love you. Pakistan, I love you. Romania, I love you. Kenya, I love you. Switzerland, I love you. Turkey, Austria, I love you. New Zealand, welcome. I love you. Babies, I love you. Hold on. There's some more people I got to shout out. I just got to make sure I got everybody on the list. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. So Indonesia, I think I said you. I love you. Switzerland, I love you. I said Turkey. I said the Philippines. I said, Kenya. I don't know if I said you, but I love you, babies. Pakistan, Romania, I love you. Nigeria, I love you. It's so many countries on this list. Like, you guys are amazing. So, because you guys listen to me, that is why I had to come through and take accountability for the bullshit that I've been on. I cannot be out here talking to you guys about love and relationships and all of that good shit without saying the things that I've been doing. And I've been doing some I've been doing these things because I tried to take myself out of it, and this broad keeps bringing me back in. And then she brought my daughter into it, and then it's a problem. It's going to be a problem every time, but I'm going to do better. And I'm going to work on who I am as a person versus, like, I don't want to keep doing that, and I don't want to keep living that life. Just keep my kid out of it. That's all. She has nothing to do with nothing. And so as long as you bring my kid into the problem, it's going to be a problem. It's just that. But otherwise, everything else is just like it is what it is. Like, people choose who they want to choose. People are with who they want to be with. People sometimes are trapped in a situation where they love two people and they can't get out of the situation. It happens in life. But nowhere in the equation should a child be involved in the situation. So as long as my child is involved, we got beef. We got beef. But this is not, like, whatever I'm saying right now, know that it has nothing to do with the second party, because it's me, the second party, and then the third party. It has nothing to do with that person. It's really about you playing with my kid at this point. And so it is what it is. And again, I won't mention your name. You know who you are, and you're watching. Playing with my kid, you playing with me, and it's a problem. And that's that. leave the babies out of the situation. And again, because you don't have a kid, you don't know how that affects somebody that has a kid. I don't play about mine. I don't. So just leave my baby out of it. As long as you bring her in it, it's going to be a problem. And so it is what it is. And I just needed to speak on it because I don't feel the good about how all of this. I try to maintain some kind of respect, but as long as my kid is involved in this shit, as long as you mention my kid, it's going to be a problem. And there's nothing you or the second party can do about it. Nothing. It's always going to be a problem. My kid has, okay, whatever. It's always going to be drama as long as my kid is involved. But there are some things that I need to get off my chest real quick. If you would like to be a part of this show, hit me up, ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. You can come on the show as long as my kid is not a part of it. You're welcome. Suggestions, you can, tell me how you feel. I'll read it on the show. I don't care if it's good, bad, or indifferent. It doesn't matter to me. This show is all about evolution, and I want to evolve. So I want it to be the best show that we can have. So even if you have, you want advertisement and all that stuff, hit me up. ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. You can always call in 443-850-4828, 443-850-4828. You can drop a comment. You can ask me to drop the link and I will let you you can visually be on the show, and that's cool too. I'm ready for it, baby. I'm ready. Know that any music that I might play on this podcast, which I usually do that on Fire Fridays, which is coming up, I have permission to play it. I wouldn't play the song. I wouldn't play the music unless I had permission to play it. That's just not how I get down. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Any like, any share, any subscription is greatly appreciated. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. And the boutique, we're working on new wardrobe. I got y'all. Summertime, springtime wardrobe is coming. It's coming. If you would like to donate to this podcast, capital LURLUCIDITY, capital LURLUCIDITY. Lord Lucidity, to lure them in clearly. That's what that means. So y'all know what it means. We are streaming on all streaming platforms. We are. We are streaming everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. We are everywhere. Stitcher. We are everywhere. So make sure you go check out previous podcasts that we have uploaded. We are everywhere. Spotify. That's where the New Zealand love came from. But yeah, we are everywhere. So make sure you check us out. Y'all, I'm very happy to be back on the Wet and Wired Wednesday. It took a minute, but we are here. Like I said, Mama's been working. Mama's been doing some things, making sure her household is good, and that's all. It's not that I don't want to be here and I don't want to talk to you. It's just some days I have to kind of juggle what I have going on, and Wet and Wired Wednesday and Hood History were two of the days that I kind of had to sacrifice just so I could get to the dollars. You feel me? But we are back on our routine. We will be back doing the podcast every 3 days, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Saturdays, so every 4 days. But I just had to get it together. I missed you guys so much. I did. So it is what it is. But there were some things that I did have to clarify and get off my chest. But what I realize is I'm doing something right. Because, they always say, you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. I kind of got haters, so I'm kind of doing something right. I built something from nothing, and I'm going to continue to build what it is that I built because I built it, and I'm not letting it go. And no matter what anybody has to say, this is the house. This is the house that Cat built. So it is what it is. I built this house, and you're not going to play with this house. You're not going to play with my money. You're not going to play with my kid. You're not going to get ready to play with any of that. But I do have to play a quick commercial. I'll be right back.
What a time to be alive. I repeat, what a time to be alive. Did you know that you could get fresh ingredients along with beautiful recipes delivered to your door? Did you know that? Wow, you can get 21 free meals plus free shipping and 3 free gifts when you use the code HelloFresh21. The link is in the description. Again, use the code HelloFresh21 to get 21 free meals plus free shipping plus 3 free gifts. I'm telling you. It's time to get healthy, y'all.
So there are a few people that I gotta show love to, and okay, we got time. Rashawn, hi baby, Rashawn. Big love to Rashawn. He been showing love for a minute now, so I just wanted to make sure that I show him love. I don't know, what is this, Jamaj? Big shout out Jamaj. Derek, always love. He always show love too. He been here for a minute too, just showing love. Hold on, I just want to make sure that I get all of the people out of the way. I think I got everybody that was watching. So anyway, big love to everybody that watches this podcast. It's been a journey. It's been an experience, and I don't really have any, like, I don't, a lot of people come through and they be like, oh, listen, y'all helped me build something that was nothing, and now it's something, and so I got big love for you. Big shout out to my bro Snook the Crook. I talked to him earlier today. I miss him so much, and I can't wait for our little hangout session. We are planning something. That's my bro for life, so it is what it is. Yeah, big love to everybody that show love to this podcast, though. You don't have to, but you do. And I appreciate you guys so much for the love. I promise I'm going to try my best to be a better me in order to deliver a better me for this podcast. There are some things that we're working on, some sponsorships and things of that nature. And like I said, the numbers are going up. So I don't have any like bad vibes right now. The numbers are going up because you guys listen, but also because I'm putting the work in. So it is what it is. I appreciate you guys so much. This is one of those episodes where I wanted to make sure that I came through and showed mad love to everybody that watches, that listens. And like I said, it was all about accountability today because I haven't been on my best behavior and I need to fix that. You feel me? I need to be a better person. But I also understand that the reason why this is happening to me is because I'm evolving. And with evolution, there is always a hater. There's always somebody who is watching you. And there's always somebody that has some beef with you because you have something that they want, or you're doing something that they wish that they were doing, or they're on the journey of trying to build, but because you're doing what you do, like, they're watching you and they're like, oh, I don't like you because you're doing that. It's not my problem. Just leave my kid out of it. Love is love. Love. I particularly am one of those people who love really, really hard. Like, I love hard. It take me a long time to fall in love, but once I fall in love with you, I'm there. And then once I fall out of love with you, I'm out. There's no like I'm hold on as long as I can, but once I'm out, I'm out. And so this is one of those particular situations where it's like, it happens. But it's all love. I don't got no beef right now. I'm in a place of happiness, and it is what it is. So one more time, I gotta go, and then I'm gonna one more commercial, and I'll be right back.
Want last-minute brand design help? Get top-tier Fiverr freelance creatives at your fingertips fast with secure payments and 24/7 support. Head to Fiverr.com today and get something started.
Okay, I'm back. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for loving me the way that you love on me. There are a few things that I have to say. I think we're in the right place for everything to happen. First things first, mind your business. Come here on Media Mondays, and I will help you be nosy because I'm nosy, and so us nosy together just makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. So come here, Media Monday. We'll be nosy together. I will tell you everybody's business because that's just what I do on Media Mondays. Wet and Wired Wednesdays, we are back in full effect, baby. We doing Wet and Wired Wednesdays again, and we will be back into all of the things that we talk about, some of the salacious conversation, some of the naughty conversation, and we will drop a tidbit, a little bit of gab here and there if it aligns with what we got going on. But we are back for Wet and Wired Wednesdays. I know I've been gone for a minute on Wednesdays, but I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm choking. Fire Fridays. Make sure you tune on Fire Friday. We drop music. Whenever we get new music, you just don't know. We play music from different types of artists, from different geographical standpoints. We drop from DC, Boston, Baltimore, North Carolina, and more. So make sure you tune in for this. They're the up-and-coming artists, and you just don't know where these artists will go next. And so I feel like you should just be here. So Fire Fridays, make sure you tune in. And then we will have an episode of Hood History this Saturday. I know I've been not doing that podcast so much, but like I said, business. Mommy got to get this paper. So we'll be back this Saturday. What date is that? We'll be back this Saturday, though. This Saturday, we will have a new episode of Her History, so make sure you tune in for that as well. And thank you for tuning in. I love you guys. You guys are extraordinary. So there's some things I have to say so I can get out of here because I was a little late today as well. First things first. Mind your business. Everybody's business is not your business. Come here, Media Mondays. I will tell you people's business because that is what I do on Media Mondays. I tell people's business. And that's the safest way to be nosy. I'm just saying. Love your babies. Hug your babies. Encourage your babies. Tell them they are the greatest of all times. I every morning, and my daughter's this bitch are just like, and I'm like, it's not going to be the same in middle school. And she's like, but I will still be there. I encourage kids every morning to just be their greatest selves. So what I'm going to say with that is if they want to work for NASCAR, then tell them to be the best pit boss, NASCAR driver, or commentator, or whatever else they do over there in NASCAR. I don't know. I've never worked for NASCAR, but just encourage them to be the greatest that they can be. If they want to work for NASA, then tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, or whatever else they do at NASA. I don't know. I don't work for NASA. I've never worked for NASA, but I imagine they do a lot at NASA. So encourage them to be the greatest that they can be working for NASA. But the point is just making sure that they feel encouraged to be their greater selves. That's the biggest point of all. Stay in your lane. Staying in your lane and minding your business is two different things. Minding your business is just being nosy. Jumping into other people's lanes is where you insert yourself where you don't belong. So stay in your lane. You jump in my lane, you get her. You don't want her. You want her. Hold on. She's so cute and cuddly and lovable, and she just be loving, and especially her. Cause baby, if I'm purring, I'm a happy girl, and y'all don't understand. I'm a happy girl when I'm purring. So you don't want the first one. You want the last two. And also, when you jump in other people's lanes, what happens is a collision. And who the fuck needs a collision? Nobody needs a collision. So just stay in your fucking lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. That's all you got to do. You don't got to jump into other people's stuff. That's not your business. Karens, it's not your business. It's just stay in your lane. And with that being said, I love you guys. Thank you to whomever has watched this podcast. Whoever continues to watch this podcast, I love you guys so much. Be safe. Be safe out here, and go get some. I feel like that's what you should be doing tonight. Go get some. And with that being said, I love you guys. Bye.